everyone, and welcome back to another Minecraft video. Today, we're doing a video that I meant to record 20 days ago. If you did not see my last video, I was basically talking about all of the things that I thought that the Switch 2 was going to have. Yeah, that was uploaded the Monday before the Switch 2 event happened. Yeah, it happened, and let me just tell you that, I was not disappointed with it when it happened. I personally... all that meant to me was that, oh, there's my thing. I haven't played Lost World since I've played. I'm just kind of doing it as like a, I don't know, just playing Minecraft to talk with you kind of thing. And I also found out that if you smelt leaf blocks, you get the leaf litter, which is really, really cool, honestly. Hey guys, so just to let you guys know, the audio is terrible throughout this episode. I cannot figure out how to make just the game audio to go lower and the, my actual voice to get higher, so it might get drowned out by the music. It is still listenable, just so you guys know. I'm sorry. Back to the video. And that just means all of your favorite YouTubers that have worlds, I don't know, I need wood to smelt down to, never mind, what? Sticks? I thought, hold on. Hey, there we go. So leaf litter is just not able to burn, I guess. That's what it was. I guess I had that on off. I'm gonna just make 2 more things of sticks or torches so that I can make torches so that I can go down in the mines. There we go. Will it do it? Will it do it? Yay! It did it. Look at that. I'm good. I don't need that wool either. Wow, my brain. I just got back from a walk. Stay healthy out there. So my brain might be a little frazzled. Things that I wanted to talk about. Switch 2 came out to a phenomenal, reviews by people. No, I'm joking. Everybody that I witnessed on the internet was hating on it for the first, 2 weeks. Legitimately up until, 3 days ago when the pre-orders went live. Oh. Well. Huh. I don't have any water. Help? We're gonna move out of the render distance so that I can come back and pick it up. So I'm gonna go this way. Anyway, basically for 2 weeks, or 2 or 3 weeks, I think it was 3, after the Switch 2 got revealed, all the prices and stuff got dropped on the same day, the prices were super high. I mean, nobody wanted to pay $80 for games, and also, some huge gripes on my part. There's a bunch of YouTubers and stuff like that on the internet that immediately after they heard of $80 ESRP, which or MSRP, which that's basically just the recommended amount that they asked that retailers would put it at. Somewhere it got skewed of the Mario Kart World, which is the newest $90. I have no idea where they got that information, but that $90 would be the physical edition. So that's not true. I have no idea where that came from. The only two different prices that I can find for Mario Kart World are if you bought the bundle, you would have to pay $500 to get the console and Mario Kart World, which I did. So yeah, that was fun. Almost burped. But that in itself is just like $30 less, and you do get the digital edition if you do that, which I think is really, really stupid. But all that means is, and also from everything that I can see of like from the pre-orders that happened a couple of days ago, is that Nintendo made so many more of the bundles than the actual like regular one. They were just like kind of like save $30 and get this. When like usually, you know, I mean, they make like they do kind of the opposite and say like, hey, we don't have a lot of these bundles, but now it's just we don't have a lot of the standalone horses. When that's just really, really weird. I'm gonna go over there and try and get some coal. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Hey, some sand. That's cool. But I had been on this whole tirade of I came across this really, really good theory, and it's what I originally wanted to make a video on 2 weeks ago. Yeah, that didn't happen, but that's just more because I was procrastinating on making it. The recording software that I make it on, called, but the recording software that I record these on, and edit them on, requires you to pay a subscription in order to not have a watermark, which was on my last video, which I absolutely hated. And I didn't want to do it, but I think I am now. I think I'm going to, just because I'm going to be honest, as soon as I can find out how to record videos to where I can record, I don't know, like Donkey Kong Bonanza, like yada yada, all that kind of stuff, for the Switch 2, I'm gonna be doing that all the time. I don't have any food. Oh. There's hay. Which actually I prefer. I'm not a vegan, it's just, I don't know. It's much easier of a source for food. But either way, I thought that that Nintendo was either playing a big brain play, or a big brain play was going to happen unbeknownst to them. And what I thought was going to happen was that this was no, I already said that. But that... Oh, shoot, I don't have... Oh, no, yeah, I do. Never mind. It's right here. Why did I put that there? But what I thought is that they were doing a big brain play, and that... Hold on. Yeah, 33... And that they were having such high prices for, like, I don't know, which is not really a high price for the console, but for like everything else, they were having high prices for, so that they could stir up like tension with it, and so that whenever they did actually like lower the prices later on, like I don't know, in like 6 to like next year, or like at the very beginning of next year, like during March, which is their usual I'm just gonna try and protect these villagers, and also mark this so that I can find it later. Where do you go, mister? Actually, I'm gonna do that. Now they're thoroughly protected. Because you can't walk out. No, you can't. Oh, look at that. That looks cool. But either way, what I just kind of thought that they were doing a big brain play, and that, you know, I mean, there would be them who, like, you know, like the early adopters, kind of like me, that do it and get the Switch 2, and then, you know, they get... Cool, there we go. Just babies. Thank me in the comments. No, I'm joking. But it, like, you know, and then, like, it already had drilled up some huge controversy and just talk about it, which is probably what their main goal was, is just to get talk about the Switch 2 out there. Whether it was good or bad talk, it's talk. And it's free publicity for Nintendo, and it's all good. But then, you know, I mean, I also kinda, like, I hate it. I do hate it, because that means that right now I have to pay a lot to get in there as an early boy. Which, you know, sucks. And that sucks. And I'm not trying to defend Nintendo with all this, but I am trying to say that, you know, I think that Nintendo is smart enough to realize that, you know, like, they realized that Japan was in a recession. Thank you for blocking yourself in. He disapproves. But, I mean, Nintendo is smart enough to know that stuff like this doesn't work. I mean, $450 consoles, yes, that's kind of the standard now. With, like, you know, the Xbox Series X and PS5 being close to $500 at launch day. At launch day. Notice how you will barely ever find a PS5 that is, like, lower than, like, I'm gonna say $450. Just because, you know, I haven't actually done a lot of research into that, and I bought mine a couple of months ago, so or like almost a year ago, so I guess I could say that, but, you know, I mean, it's much harder nowadays to find, like, to find them at, like, what they originally wanted to be priced at. And, you know, and that might be just because the backlash from fans and not wanting to pay $700 for a upgraded console. Thank you, Sony. I hate you. If you didn't see that, that's been a huge thing in November, I think. Sony revealed that the PlayStation 5 Pro, which is, you know, just a barely upgraded version of the PS5, it is $700, and I don't want to pay $700 for a console. And I think that the upgrades are very minimal, aside from, like, apparently Assassin's Creed Shadows, which looks apparently really, really bad on just the regular PS5, but then on the PS5 Pro, it looks dope. I'm not a huge Assassin's Creed Shadows fan, so that doesn't work on me in terms of, like, a marketing effect, but if you are, I am very sorry for you. I hate that they're doing that. Did I? I did. Okay. The only thing other than that is... No. Go back inside. 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 Aha! Nerd. I need more. I don't have any. Yeah, whatever. But it's just, you know, I mean, $80 games, I will say, is insane, and it will, like, if the physical version of Mario Kart World sells astronomically, which, if you haven't kept up with Nintendo, is something that happened. Basically what happened was, you know, the pre-orders for everything Switch 2 kind of went up on Wednesday of last weekend, and then just, you know, I was there. I refreshed Target, on on one of my family's phones, and instantly, I mean instantaneously. Do that because I don't really care for Birch. Yeah, like that, a little fun. But instantaneously, Target's like was, you know, it sold out, and I was only trying to get like either the bundle or just the console itself, because you know I have games that I can play on the Switch 2 when it comes out, because you know it's backwards compatible and all that kind of jazz. Back inside. Yes. Nice. Is that like 6 villagers that are? Can we come back to your house? I would like to know where you live. That sounds very, very bad. Oh, there's an alchemy man. Alchemer boy. Oh, I was at his waist. Ah! But I mean, like this kind of stuff, it hurts gamers in the long run, because you know if it does sell super well, and from the looks of it, it will sell super well. I mean, it literally, like, pre-orders sold out everywhere. I didn't get it as a pre-order online. The only way that I got it was because I was able to get one of my family members to go to a GameStop in person and get it through there, which, I mean, they got the 61st one out of 65 at one of them, which I personally think it's insane that we have not already gotten to where they at least have like 200, maybe 300, like at like an in-store, because, you know, I mean, I get that you can't have infinite amounts and all that good jazz, but like, let's just look at it here. This is one of the most anticipated consoles for one of the most selling consoles. Like, it's a sequel to the most selling console in the world. Like, besides the PlayStation 2, which is just, that had an outlier in it where it was just the most affordable DVD player at the time, so just everyone bought it to play DVD, even like grandparents and that. Not for the games, which I don't really count. But even so, I mean, the Nintendo Switch was like 2 million behind of what the PS2 was, and the PS2 was like 20 years ago. And like, you know, if 2 million more people were to just happen to stumble upon a Switch 2, or not a Switch 2, a Switch, well, then we've got our most selling console, and this is just the sequel to it, and they're trying to make the sequel even better. You know what? I think I might make my house right there. And I know this is kind of a bummer of an episode, because, you know, I just died and lost all my stuff, and I don't have any iron so that I can go down and get it, but, you know, I kind of wasn't liking where we were at anyway, so this is just giving me a place to restart, kind of, without making a new world. And that's kind of good. But also, later, if we happen to stumble across it one day, because I don't remember where it is. I have no idea. But if we want to come back, that's fun. I might. This feels like a ramble, and it feels like I've been just stating things over and over again. And I don't really want that to be the main thing, but that kind of just is how I am. Kind of like a bunch of big trees. Hold on, turn it big again. Yeah, like that. That one chunk that is loaded in kind of looks like it's like a big tree. Even No, it's behind a tree. Yeah, like that. That also. They just look like huge trees. But no, they're a part of the mountain. Whatever mountain range that is. But either way, I know this kind of feels like just relocation, which might honestly be the title of this video. I was originally planning on making a video like 2 weeks ago, back when, you know, I was gonna keep up a weekly schedule. Well, that doesn't seem to be happening, and I'm just making time for all this kind of stuff. It's just, you know, I mean, I need that back. It's just, you know, I mean, ooh, I'm gonna grow some potatoes. I'm gonna grow some potatoes. Potatoes. Yeah. It's in a heart shape as well. That's fun. Oh, and I guess just to ramble on a little bit more, I had an idea of this is completely and utterly intentional, and this is kind of continuing. I don't believe that I fully stated what I meant to say. Look at that. Wow. But what I meant to say with all of that was that I believe that this might be intentional. Now, the only reason why I believe it might be intentional is because, well, this has happened in the past. With I believe the Wii U and the 3DS, or like the new 3DS, I think. It was insanely overpriced for the time. And nobody wanted to pay that. So what did they do? Well, they just basically, all that they did was basically, they just, you know, they lowered, well, with the, I can really only say this for, with the 3DS, because, you know, the Wii U was what everybody thought was the popular Switch 2, but it didn't. What happened with the Wii U was, you know, it was just an underpowered console, right? And I would stand by that until the only thing that was really bad about that was, not the only thing, because, you know what, with the 3DS, you know, they knew what they had, they knew it was a good console. They lowered prices, like, a year after release, and everybody that bought it before then was given an ambassador's pass. An ambassador's pass basically allowed them to get, like, 10 free games out of the selected games. And I'm gonna be honest, one of the reasons as to why I wanted to get into the Switch 2 before all of this was kind of because if they did another ambassador's pass, I would have wanted access. Ow. But, I don't know, I don't actually think that, just because, I mean, like, pre-orders everywhere, sold out within an hour. So, without further ado, this has been Limited. Not Limited. I'm just Link. I am just your friendly neighborhood content creator, making Minecraft videos and doing rants while playing Minecraft. So if you want to see another video, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, just because, you know, it boosts my ego, and, you know, it tells me how many of you guys actually want to see me make more videos. And without a further ado, I will see all you guys in the next video. Bye-bye!